Hi, ladies. Excuse my appearance. I am tired. I have a headache. The light hurts my eyeballs, so it's a little dark in the background. So I do apologize for that. Head's killing me. I've got some soothing background music playing. If it's too loud, just let me know and I will turn it down. I'm going to give it a minute or two and wait for people to hop on while I pull this up on my laptop so I can see comments in case they don't pop up on my phone. And if you hear my animals or my husband in the background, I apologize. If you're on, pop on and say hello so I can see if I am seeing comments. There we go. Hi, Kirsten. Yep, I can see them. Okay, so my live today kind of ties in with the live that I was supposed to do earlier last week, and then ended up getting sick, so I wasn't able to do it. Home protection. The post that I had posted in the event that I canceled was a cleansing and protection floor sweep and floor wash, which kind of ties into today's topic, which is also home protection. It's just different ways to protect your home. Those of you who know me personally or just from being in the group as long as we have been, you know, I'm all about protection, not just home protection, but self-protection as well. So when I was given an opportunity to do this topic, I jumped on it real quick. But today, I am just going to talk about different ways to protect your home. Alright, I don't think too many other people's going to hop on due to what time it is. Alright, so first and foremost, make sure you cleanse your home. You want to smoke cleanse as well as floor sweep and wash. Please don't turn that on. Thank you. Hi, Casey. Smoke cleanse as well as floor sweep and wash. Get in the hidden areas too, such as your cupboards, closets, desks, all the places with high traffic in your home. Open up your closets, open up your cupboards. If you have vents, maybe try to pull your vent covers off and get inside of your vents as well. Anywhere that can store energy, especially the high traffic areas of your home, such as your kitchen, your bathroom, your living room, your dining area where you have dinner if you have a dining room, your front door, your porches. Those are your most high trafficked areas. And also your bedroom too, because your bedroom can hold some residual energies as well. I like to start with setting boundaries and barriers. Excuse you, miss. That'd be my dog back there. That's Lilith. She is a part husky, part pit, and she's got one blue eye, but you can't really see it in the camera. So as I was saying, I like to start with setting energy boundaries and barriers. This helps to keep track of what is happening with your home's energy, as well as control the kind of energy that you allow to come into your home. The threshold and the windows are the best place to conduct this, as it can filter and block undesired energies from entering your home. If you have more than one entrance, you want to perform this ritual first at the threshold that is used most frequently, and then at all of your other entrances, such as maybe a basement door, your back door, and your windows. A threshold protection is what I do for this. I'm not going to discuss the ritual for the threshold protection ritual, but I will post it in the event after the live is over, so keep your eyes peeled for that if that's something that you're interested in. You can also set up wards. Wards protect or defend or defend. A word of advice though when using wards and protective barriers, if you are keeping something out, you are also keeping something in. It's advisable to lower barriers and wards here and there to allow whatever you've trapped inside to move around and be released. Hence why you open your windows when you're doing your cleansing, to allow that stagnant energy and that built up negativity a way to escape. You have to check your wards regularly. You can't just raise it and ignore it. It does need to be refreshed and reinforced here and there. I also have a post I will post in the event on how to construct a ward. Now, don't get that confused with a ward with a ward. Protection ward is what I'm referring to. Now, when setting a ward, you also have to know how to dismantle a ward. Moving is a really good example of a good reason to need to know how to dismantle a ward, as well as life and home changes, as well as new additions such as babies, pets, relationships, careers, even home renovations, or the loss of something like pets, relationships, family members, and so forth. Careers, everything that you can bring in addition to, you can also lose. The original ward, when you set it, was programmed for specific things and intentions, and when things change, the ward also needs to change with it. So knowing how to dismantle a ward is pretty essential if you're going to place one. I will also post in the event how to dissolve an existing ward. And as we all know, stop it. The protective energy of plants, trees, oh my dear God. Sorry guys. The protective energy of plants and stones and trees. You can play wards are for protection, Casey. To keep things out. And you're warding your home, you're warding yourself from anything being able to Lilith, stop it. Sorry, from anything being able to permeate you, permeate your home. It is it's a form of protection. So you would want to place a ward to protect your home, to protect your family, to protect your property, to protect your animals. You can place a ward for absolutely anything. And it's one of the easiest things to do too. It's mostly visual and manifestation versus actual physical items needed to cast a spell. So wards are more mental than anything. No, anything, absolutely anything. It can pertain, you can go to somebody else's home and put up a ward around their home. I know when we were doing coven stuff, I would project out my own protective ward over my home and over my coven sisters. So anything that we conjured or anything that we could have disturbed wasn't able to affect myself, wasn't able to stay stagnant or come onto my home, my property, or affect my coven sisters. So one of the easiest and most effective ways to protect your home is by planting plants and trees. You're welcome. I'm going to discuss some of the plants and trees. These are just to name a few. It's not a completely extensive list of the protective plants, trees, and so forth. Hawthorn. Hawthorn protects against damage from storms and encourages happiness. Birch trees protect children. Rowan trees protect health. Hazel protects against evil, encourages abundance and inspiration. Oh yes, Kirsten, sorry. Plants are one of the best ways, the easiest ways to protect your home. When you're planting them, make sure you're planting them with intention. Hazel protects against evil, encourages abundance and inspiration. Oak, defense against physical harm. Oak is one of the best and oldest types of trees out there that very sturdy trees. There's sassafras, which defends against evil spirits. And there's elder, which defends against evil and negative energy. And being a Potterhead that I am, now that I think about it, the elder wand defended against evil, Voldemort. So that made sense. And then lilac defends against harmful spirits. My husband actually just propagated a lilac bush for me off of my mother-in-law's lilac bush. And I'm excited for it to grow so I can plant it next spring. I love the smell of lilacs. I'm hoping to have more than one. But as I said, these are just to name a few. And I will also post a chant in the event, on the event page, that you can chant when planting a tree or plants for protection. Even if you don't own land to have one of these trees on your property, you can find a public place that has one of these trees and spend time with the tree, getting to know the tree and offering the tree water in exchange for working with you to help protect your home. That's as with anything. If you are gathering graveyard dirt, you want to spend some time with that person's grave. Yes, lilacs are amazing. Anything that you... Oh, see, you already got a good start there, Kirsten. You've got some lilac bushes going for you. Springtime when they bloom, cutting some of them off and bringing them inside, putting one in a bouquet in each room. Oh my gosh. Yes. What was I saying? So anytime you are calling on anything, whether it be a plant, an animal spirit, anything to help you within your craft or to help bring you something that you need, you want to spend some time with whatever that may be and give it offerings in exchange for its purpose. And in this case, you find a particular tree that you may not have in your yard. You want to spend some time with that tree and give it some offerings of water, because what do trees and plants need to survive? Water. And you would do that basically in exchange for the tree helping to protect your home and your family. And then one of my other favorites, crystals and stones. You can place these crystals and stones. I have around my neck. I have obsidian. I love obsidian. Then I have quartz to intensify the power of the obsidian. and then I also have flower agate. I wear them around my neck, I wear bracelets, and then I also have mass amounts of crystals all over my home. For protection, you can place these throughout your home, as well as on windowsills, above your doorways, on your porches, outside of your porch. You can bury them in the ground, you can bury them in your plants. A few, just to name a few, this is not an extensive list, crystals that are great for protection. One would be amber. Make sure it is genuine, real amber, not the fake stuff. But amber helps with health. It prevents energy drain and transforms negative energy into positive energy. Amethyst, which absorbs energy and promotes harmony. I have amethyst at around the entrances to my home. If you see like a lot of crystal shops, when you walk into a crystal shop, you'll see that they have, next time you go, pay attention, they have amethyst around their shop doors. And that is to absorb any of the negative energy and promote harmony within their shops. Another one is Apache tear, which encourages harmony in times of stress, and everybody goes through times of stress. So I would advise that's a good combination, Casey. But I would advise having some Apache tear around if you are able to come across them. Aventurine, any type of aventurine. No worries, Sherry. Hello. Defends prosperity and health. Carnelian promotes success, creativity, and protection from nightmares. Carnelian is a great one to place in your children's pillowcases or underneath their bed to help prevent from nightmares. And it also equalizes emotions such as anger and grief. Hematite reflects negativity. Jade is for wisdom and fidelity, which obviously you want in your home. I definitely advise to. Lapis lazuli, harmony and serenity. There's malachite, which is prosperity, abundance, and protection. Obsidian absorbs negative energy. Onyx, happiness and good luck. Any of your black crystals, such as obsidian, onyx, tourmaline, black tourmaline anyway. There are a bunch of different types. And jet. All of your black stones are great ones, to absorb negativity and for protection. I always wear or use clear quartz in conjunction with any other crystal, because clear quartz will help to amplify the powers of every crystal imaginable. And then we have quartz, placed beside any crystal to amplify its energy, and it also transforms negative energy into positive energy inside the home. And then rose quartz, which encourages affection and also transforms negative energy into positive. And then there's tiger eye, which promotes stability and wealth. Some other protective measures. Sigils. Probably within the next couple of months, make sure you stay tuned to the group, because I am going to be starting a series on how to make sigils. And with sigils, you can paint them on your wall, ceilings, floors, doors, windows, porches, anywhere in your home, using salt water or lemon water. If, say, you are about to paint your room or your ceiling or something, you can paint with the same color, obviously. Paint a sigil of protection first, and then you can paint over it with that same colored paint, so that that sigil is always there. It doesn't matter that you painted over it and that it disappeared. What matters is that you put the sigil there to begin with, for the purpose of protection or whatever other reason that you had painted that sigil there to begin with. Sigils are very powerful and can be used in a variety of ways. You can design sigils to draw as you're stirring your food or creating something in your kitchen. When you're putting your makeup on, you can draw a sigil on your face with your makeup. Your lotion, when you're lotioning yourself, moisturizing after a shower, you can do the same thing with lotion. As you are pouring your laundry detergent into your washer, you can create a sigil with that. All purpose, and for anything and everything that you can imagine, you can use a sigil for. I like to put them on the backs of mirrors as a form of protection, so nothing can get through that mirror. But again, I'm going to start a little series on how to make sigils and what to do with them, ways to use them, here within the next couple of months within the group. So make sure you stay tuned. All right. Next, you can walk your property line with cornmeal and water. You want to do each one separately, asking blessings and friendship of the spirits of the land, and to guard and protect those who live there. So you would take cornmeal, walk around the perimeter of your property, asking for blessings and friendship of the spirits of the land to guard and protect those who live there, and then walk around with water and do the same thing. Ask for blessings and friendship of the spirits of the land and to guard and protect those who live there. You can also do the same with salt. Walk your property line with salt, asking for protection. You can also bury black salt vials in the four corners of your property. I am a big advocate for this one. I actually made some for my mother-in-law. She, at the time, didn't own her property, but she just recently purchased it, so I am going to be burying the black salt vials on the four corners of her property. She has had them sitting around in the windowsills of her home, and they have served their purpose. If you're not able to bury them, you could possibly put a plant in each corner of your home somehow. It does make the grass die, but it comes right back. I cast circles in my yard all the time, and it doesn't always kill the grass, but sometimes it does. Iodized salt is what seems to kill the grass. Himalayan salt, I've never had an issue with Himalayan salt killing the grass, but the grass does come back. It's not a permanent scorch mark, I guess you could say, in your yard from your salt. It always grows back. And if you're worried about killing your grass, just use pink Himalayan salt. But the black salt. No worries, Sarah Lee. I hope you're enjoying Tokyo. Yes, iron spice is another one, as well as herb sachets. I'm getting to that actually. The black salt is great, and if you look back in the guides, you can find a live that I'm pretty sure I did previously on how to make black salt, which is great for protection. You can also leave salt water left out in the center of a room all night to absorb negativity. I'm glad to hear it, Sarah Lee. I am very, very, very jealous of you being over there. I've enjoyed looking at all the pictures that you're posting. Okay, yep. Salt water left out in the center of a room all night to absorb negativity. And then you want to wash it away with flowing water in the sink or outside the next morning. You can also place a mirror and a window on each side of your home facing outward. It will reflect negativity back to sender. So all those return to senders, that's a great way to do a return to sender. And then the herb sachets that you were speaking of, Sherry, you can do, no sir, you stay there. You can do witch's balls, which too, if you check the guides and look back, you'll see an old live that I had posted quite some time ago on how to make witch's balls, and you can hang those in your windows. I like to make them around Christmas time and around Samhain. I always put them on my Christmas tree, and I like to hang them at Samhain for protection. Bells and wind chimes hung from doors guard against intruders and stagnant energy. Hang them where the air currents can ring them. They will set up movement in the air and clear the psychic energy of your home. I have wind chimes all over inside my home as well as outside my home. I am dying for a bamboo. I have an artificial bamboo wind chime in my backyard. It's not real, unfortunately. I'm too poor to afford a real one, I guess. But I'm dying to get a bamboo one. And actually, it was Crystal who had turned me on to the bamboo wind chimes. The bells and chimes, she don't like bells, but she likes the chimes. But she doesn't like the metal tingy chimes. Thank you, Sarah Lee. I'm glad to hear that, Sherry. There's a bunch of old videos on there from when we first started Unseen Witches Society, so I advise anybody to take a look back at those, make notes like Sherry's doing, and it's good to have it for just general knowledge. Let's see. So as I was saying with the bells and the wind chimes, hi Jackie. No worries. It'll be here for a replay whenever you have a chance to watch it. Say hi to Thanos. Hi, Brat. Yeah, boy. Bells and wind chimes. Wind chimes, if you ever get Crystal as a giftee for Witches Owl Exchange, don't ever send her bells. She likes her bamboo wind chimes. Just an FYI. But bells and wind chimes are great for clearing energy in your home. And I'm sure everybody has heard this one. You can hang a mirror empowered to reflect negative energy inside facing the front door. So if you empower this mirror to reflect negative energy and you place it on the wall opposite your door so the mirror is facing your door, it will help protect anything that might try to come in your house. It'll reflect it back out of your house. And I mentioned this earlier. You can bury protective stones such as onyx, malachite, amethyst, obsidian, jet, tourmaline, clear quartz, even selenite. Under your doorsteps, porch or steps, you can plant them or put them as long as they are okay for your plants. You can, and not toxic when you put water on them. Remember, if you are burying them in a plant, make sure they are safe to have water, to have water on them. But if you're renting or if you don't want to bury them in your ground, put them in some potted plants that are on your porch, and it will serve the exact same purpose as if you were to bury them in the ground. Wash your door and doorstep or porch in a purifying wash, which is what I posted in the event last week that I had to cancel. It's the recipe and instructions for how to create and use a floor sweep and a floor wash for cleansing and protection. So if you didn't catch that, I highly suggest to go back and check that out too. It's not a live, it's just a post that I put inside of the event itself because I had to cancel the live. I wasn't feeling well. And then the last thing I have for you guys is to hang an iron horseshoe above your door with the open end facing upwards. So you're going to hang it in a U with your 2 points facing upwards. You can also take your iron railroad spikes and bury those in your property. You can put them in the four corners of your property, or you can put them at the entrance to your home, right by your door, by your porch. Same. I haven't been able to go back and watch any of the lives here lately because life has just been so hectic, and it's finally starting to calm down for me. So now that things are finally starting to go back. Yes, that works too, Casey. And also, don't forget, at the beginning of every month, you want to blow cinnamon inside your doorway for prosperity. That's completely opposite of what this live was all about, but that's okay. But that's all I have for you guys in regards to protections on your home. And I know if you were to do more research, you would find a whole lot of other ways, easy, cheap ways, effective ways to, you're welcome, Sarah Lee. Enjoy yourself. Have fun, have fun, have fun. Take lots of pictures. I look forward to seeing them. But if you do your own research, there's lots and lots of books out there on home protection. I actually have a besom hanging over my front door as well, and I put it there to help keep negative energies away. It helps. In my mind's eye, I put it there with the intention of sweeping away the negativity. I have it over my main front door where all the traffic is coming in and out of my home. Thanks for catching that, Casey, because that totally wasn't even in my notes. So, as I was saying, there's a lot of books out there on home protections. There's a lot of research online on home protections. And then also, you don't have to use something that somebody else created. Find what calls to you and what you feel would be best for you to use for you and your family to protect yourself and your home. And once I do the series on sigils and you get into the groove of making them, you will notice how easy it is to just sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and start drawing sigils. But make sure you're drawing them with the intent that you have in mind when you are putting that pen to paper and making those lines. That's the biggest thing with anything in magic. Your intent has to be pure. Your intent has to be on point. It doesn't matter if it's... Ooh, that's a different one, Sarah Lee. Oh, I'd like to see that, as a matter of fact. Just make sure your intent is on point with everything that you do within your craft. Whether it be healing magic, whether it be a curse or a hex, or when you're putting up your protection wards. And I can definitely see that something like that would call to you, my lady. I am very excited to do sigils. At one point before, when we first started Unseen Witches Society, I had attempted it, and life just got busy with school and work and home and everything else that I just didn't have a chance to sit down and finish creating the lessons for it. So now that I have more time, I'll be able to actually sit down and create the lessons for it. And I think I'm probably going to do it over a 2-month span. I don't want to draw it out too long, but at the same time, I want to make sure that you guys are getting the most out of it and learning how to create sigils. And if need be, I could even create a little video chat or something, and we can all work together when it comes to creating sigils. So that's actually a pretty good idea. But if you guys don't have any questions, I'm gonna hop off of here, find something for dinner, take my butt to bed. I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes, that's all I can think of right now. I'll wait a second to see if you guys have any other questions. I will post those few things that chant the ritual and so forth in the event, so you guys can go back and reference those if you feel that you may need them. And like I said, the list of trees and plants and flowers is not an extensive list, and neither is the crystals. So do some research on what might benefit you better. All right, ladies, that's all I have. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Start of the work week. Enjoy your vacation, Sarah Lee, and I will talk to you all soon. Blessed be, ladies.